What's up, everyone? Bloomberg just published this article stating that Tesla and Elon Musk's dominance is threatened by Volkswagen. The end of Tesla dominance may be closer than it appears. Are you kidding me? I wonder what Craig Trudell was smoking when he wrote this article. This piece reeks of sponsorship of Volkswagen. I don't normally go after another author's article, but his article is just super biased and is very misleading. Guess their overall objective was to bait readers and retail investors who doesn't know better. In this video, I will share with you my thesis why Volkswagen is not even close to threaten Tesla as we're comparing apples to oranges, and why Tesla is in a league of its own. You probably want to stick around for this. Swadee krap, that's hello in Thai. My name is Anthony and welcome to Quantum Finance. I'm a former engineer and data analyst that have turned $50,000 into over $500,000 in just 15 months. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for your support. And if you'd like to get 2 free stocks, be sure to click on the Weibo link below in the description or in my comment section. You'll get 2 shares valued up to $1,800 per share like Google stock. Yes, our viewers have received Google stock. All you need to do is set up an account and deposit $100. Also, come join us at the Quantum Finance Patrons for our weekly watch list with buy and exit price points and other great technical analysis to help you make lots of moolah. Just click the Patreon link below in the description or in my comment section. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This article is a classic example of the saying, figures never lie, but lies always figure. A look closer at Tesla will make this a lot less grim than the author has painted. So, the article stated that EV car sales in EU as of December 2019 for Tesla was 110,000 compared to Volkswagen at 46,000 units. As of December 2020, Tesla sold 96,000 compared to Volkswagen 174,000 units. Craig Trudell went on to state that Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess was using the same strategy as Elon Musk to create media hype with its Power Day, aka Tesla Battery Day, and has seen its stock gone up by 80% year to date, suggesting Volkswagen is a potential meme stock. Older company copying Tesla like Battery Day is like GM Saturn car trying to implement the Toyota Total Quality Program and just-in-time manufacturing only to fail miserably. What? You never heard of Saturn? Well, that's because it no longer exists. In 2010, Saturn was rested in peace. So, for 2021, Volkswagen planned to deliver 1 million plug-in hybrid and fully electric vehicles and aim to surpass Tesla in EV sales no later than 2025. He went on to state that some analysts predict it will happen much sooner. He justified that this is possible because Volkswagen can exploit something that Tesla does not have much of yet, which is scale. Craig also suggested there are over 9.3 million vehicles sold compared to Tesla's meager 500,000 EVs. Great! But it will cost Volkswagen at least $86 billion to do so. I mean, with that kind of money, wouldn't it be better to just go buy into like Lucid or new EV players? Let's face it, legacy automakers will have to spend a lot of money to convert its ICE making factories into EV factories. The author fails to mention that Tesla has its Gigafactory in Fremont and Shanghai. A matter of fact, according to Tasmanian, Tesla is buying a plot of land for its Shanghai factory expansion. This is a 450,000 square meter and will cost Tesla about $1 billion to purchase the land, build the factory, and retrofit it with equipment and machinery to support the Model 2. Tesla is also building its Giga Berlin and Giga Austin. Besides that, everything that Tesla makes is getting sold out. Yes, of course, Tesla's problem right now is that it does not have enough manufacturing capacity. Duh! Craig went on to state that by 2025, Volkswagen and its partners will have more than 35,000 public charging stations around the world and are planning to have a dozen battery factories in EU. Volkswagen's ambition is to sell 26 million EVs in the next 10 years. The author failed to mention that Tesla is basically selling EVs and also their own gas station, as well as with superchargers in many locations while continuing to expand globally. It is 100% Tesla's proprietary technology, and all the revenue generated goes to Tesla, unlike Volkswagen, where they'll get a small percentage cut with its partners. He also hinted that other legacy automakers are following suit, hinting that Tesla will face stiff competitions. For instance, GM is phasing out its diesel cars by 2035 to produce EVs. EVs. Hyundai is planning to launch almost 24 of new EV models, while Ford is launching its Mustang Mach-E. And then there are the Chinese companies that are rolling out budget EV models but fail to mention NIO and XPeng. And then there are tons of new companies that are entering the market via SPACs such as Rivian, Lucid Motors, and the likes. He grossly failed to mention that while the competitors are focusing on just passenger cars, Tesla all have plans to expand into multiple market segments. By 2025, Tesla will most likely to have their semis, pickup trucks, and new roadster for market sales. Heck, Tesla might even have the cheap $25,000 models by then as well. He went on to give a Netflix example on how it paved the way for streaming video, but is now facing great competition from legacy companies like Disney, HBO, Amazon, etc. Craig went on to say that Tesla will face the same struggle with the EV market, especially when the giants like Apple, Amazon, and Google have EV ambitions of themselves. I'm an Apple fan, but Apple has been toying with the idea of launching its Apple Car for many years now, and nothing on Apple Car to date. Yes, Tesla and Netflix comparison have some similarities, but there are also many differences from each other. Both Tesla and Netflix started and are leaders in the sector. Netflix with streaming and Tesla with EVs. But that is where their similarities end. Why? Because Tesla is not just an EV company. Unlike Netflix, where they seem only to focus on streaming service and content generations, while the legacy ICE companies only focus on making vehicles just like Netflix on streaming services. Tesla is also in solar panels, solar roofs, battery storage, insurance, autonomous self-driving, who knows what else they plan to be in. Let's talk about Tesla AI L4 autonomous self-driving software capability, which the author intentionally left out in his article. I think that's because Volkswagen don't have it yet. Okay, yes, while there are other companies such as Google's Waymo with its geofence self-driving technology, it is by no means a comparison to Tesla's real-life traffic data coming from an uncontrolled environment, making Tesla's data all the more valuable. Tesla has collected tons of data, the most of all companies, with over 500,000 of Tesla EVs on the road and about 40% in beta full self-driving or FSD testing and collecting even more data. When it comes to AI, you know data is king. The more data Tesla have, the better its AI deep learning L4 autonomous self-driving software improves and gets better and better each day. Yes, while Volkswagen may be selling more EVs, but what is their margins on an EV sold? Tesla is a vertically integrated company. It has no dealership. Consumer buys directly from Tesla, eliminating the middleman while improving its margin. Compare this to a legacy company that have to deal with its dealership that cuts into their margins. Now, Tesla even sells its EV by accepting Bitcoin. Come on guys, this is a no-brainer. Tesla is trading a depreciating asset, its EV, in exchange for appreciating asset, Bitcoin. In my opinion, what a brilliant business model. Then there is this Tesla solar panel and solar roofs and its battery storage unit. Many companies are already buying mega packs of batteries from Tesla. In matter of fact, Tesla is second to STEM on energy storage business. Then there's the residential homeowners who are buying Tesla power walls. All of these products are manufactured at Tesla factories. What else? Oh, Tesla has started its insurance business in the state of California, which has a huge potential as it will expand into other states and countries. We have not even mentioned the potential business Tesla could get into, such as robotaxi or autonomous ride shares. In any case, Volkswagen and other ICE and EV companies are not even close. Craig ended his article by mentioning that the biggest automaker in the world, Toyota, still not fully committed to EV, and some major automakers like BMW do not think, quote, only EV after year XXXX, unquote. It's a good strategy because there are like 160 countries or markets to consider. History has a way of repeating itself. When pioneers get out-competed, it is usually the next generation pioneer that takes their place, not the previous generations. It was Facebook that overtook MySpace and not Yahoo. One key takeaway is that incumbent suffers the innovator's dilemma. Just like Volkswagen copying Tesla's battery day will eventually end in a cringy and confusing performance. I doubt that Volkswagen will ever surpass Tesla, to be honest with you. Tesla is at least 5 years ahead of all of its competitors in terms of vertically integrated manufacturing and technologies such as real-life data and its AI L4 autonomous self-driving software. Now, I'm a fan of Lucid Motors, and even Lucid doesn't have this. Anyway, Tesla has a lockup on key components or raw materials in its global supply chain network as it pertains to battery. it has a cult-like brand following and recognition that is of envy, and among other things. I personally think the EV market is very big, and there are enough room for every player to make a profit. Competition is expected. It is silly stupid to think that there will only be one EV player in the market. The author missed the talking point here. The EV market is only at 2.8% of the entire auto industry in 2020. It is forecasted to grow about 40 to 50% each year. Because of this growth, competition in the early years is not a threat to Tesla, because as there are more EVs in the market, it will only accelerate the adoption rate and grow the overall EV market. Tesla is estimated to grow unit sales by 60 to 7% in 2021, while the market is growing only at 40 to 50%. The math worked out to be that Tesla will only gain more market shares despite the increasing competitions. Tesla has around 23% of that 2.8% of the EV global market. If we assume Tesla is to increase by 25% or so and stay flat or even decrease slightly over time, Tesla will eventually own 20 to 25% of the overall EV market 5 years from now, where that 2.8% will be 20% of the EV global market. So that comes out to be about 20 to 25% of the 20% of the EV global market, which is huge, by the way. Sandy Munro, who specializes in EVs, best summarized it where he thinks that the new startups of EV manufacturers actually have a better shot at competing against Tesla than the legacy ICEs. He referenced having to retrofit factories and completely swap out their entire supply chain, as issue will cause bankruptcy and lots of hiccups along the way. The fact is, while everyone's catching up to EVs, others will still be lagging on the AI L4 autonomous self-driving software. Kathy Wood of ARK Invest had robotaxis as a higher trend for Tesla in her recent report. In truth, there will be multiple players and winners in the market because Tesla alone may never be able to keep up with the demand. But it is about its technological innovations and leadership with visionaries that separate Tesla from the pack. In conclusion, these apple to orange comparisons of Crick do no justice and undermines the intelligence of his readers. In honesty, I would rather be investing in a great company that is run by a great visionary and innovator who tries to change the world than some old legacy company that's just copycatting. So there you have it. If you find the video of value, please like and share the video to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you have not already done so. And be sure to hit the alert bell button so that you can get my latest video updates. Thank you for your support, and let's go make lots of moolahs.